Hello there everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Eador Genesis New Horizons modded. In the last video, we stayed within the confines of our empire. We didn't expand our territory at all, but we did have a lot of fun clearing out various locations that we had discovered earlier. Lyth has now acquired an accurate crossbow to help him in case he's fighting heavily armored enemies. And Gavian has been given a Mass Bless spell that we found, and he'll likely put that to good use to help his army once he unlocks the ability to use Tier 3 spells, which he should have an easier time doing because he reached level 10 last episode, and we made him into a priest. Urzanar is also looking pretty good, at almost level 6, and will likely hopefully reach that level now. With the additional summon spells he's had, and my practice of using Summon Rat Swarm, we probably can take on quite a few battles that might have been beyond him otherwise, given his low level. So we'll see how well he does. Our domain has unlocked Tier 2 units, and we've been using the cavalry for a few episodes now. We've built our first Tier 2 spell school, the Temple of Chaos, and we'll hopefully be able to put demons in our armies soon. And we'll go ahead and begin constructing some Tier 2 shops probably in this episode, if I can save up enough money first to purchase or hire our 4th hero. Since it's very tempting to do this, we just need another about 2,000 gold, which we might be able to get in this episode, if we're a bit frugal with how I spend it. Looking pretty good so far. It is turn 66, we are in the mid-game. We are earning 142 gold per turn, and 45 gems per turn. We've basically been holding steady with the income and gems for the past several videos now, about the past 20 or so turns, maybe a little more than that. I like this. I like having this consistency. It also means that as we've been upgrading our units and giving them medals, it hasn't really been impacting our income very much. Life, as you can see, is level 15. I have been in the past summing up all his skills, so I guess we'll do that now. He has Marksmanship 3, which is the highest he'll be able to earn as a ringleader, 3 points in Pathfinding, and 3 points in Reaction 3. 1 point in Looting, which is helped a bit by his Swindler's Jacket, giving him... Oh, no, I'm sorry, not giving him any additional looting. Swindler's Jacket is plundering, not looting, but he did pick up some extra looting, 30% more, thanks to being a ringleader. This is actually really helping us, as it gives us more income for the actual battles that we do. For his commander skills, he has 1 point in Discipline, 1 point in Offensive Tactics, and 2 points in Ranged Tactics. Special note to the fact that he has a Mass Curse spell as well. Hopefully that will assist him in keeping his units alive. Gavion is now level 10, and we made him a priest. This is great, as it lets him actually now use magic wands as well, and we gave him a fire wand he can put good use to. 3 points in Ranged Tactics, 2 in Leadership, 2 in Maneuvering, and 1 in Discipline, and 2 in Defensive Tactics are his commander skills, with 1 point in Magic Power, or Spell Power, which he'll be able to put to fantastic use, and will assist him with that Mass Bless spell, which will really improve the power of his army. I mean, he's already got a decent army. This is just going to make it that much more powerful. And finally, we have Urzanar. 3 points in Summoning and 3 points in Magic Power for him. And he is, or has, a great many summon spells to take advantage of his Summoning 3, in addition to his Summoning Staff as well. So things are looking pretty good for us. For our armies, I guess I'll note anyone that I've named in particular you guys might care about. Udalupsi, you are now the Basilisk in Gavion's army. Welcome, sir. We will probably get you moved over to Lyth's army at some point, as I think you could be put to fantastic use there, petrifying enemies to stop them from reaching Lyth or his more fragile units. But right now, you're over here. And although Vipera, you died, your squire witnessed it happen and has a promise to avenge you, as I've named the horseman Adora. Kind of in your footsteps, as it were, or horse steps in this case. And with that said, I think I'm ready to save this part off, as that's a good summary, and we'll be back to play. Give me a few seconds. Alright guys, sorry about that. I'm back. Didn't have to, but I want to eat dinner, and that's now done. And let's get going. So in this episode, I'm thinking we're going to take the Rain Coast here. There's a tailor store here, which might mean incarnation pieces, an incarnation set. And in that case, that's even more summoning power for Urzanar. So we'll go there first. After that, we can probably buy the nomads from the Nomad Steppes, and then march to Dragonfangs, followed by the Stonelands, and begin pushing our way south here. So that would be the plan for life, and he's going to head out there right now. Gavion is heading all the way over to Kelleroy Valley. He can probably win all of these battles. Brigands, giant spiders, orcs, and a retinue. So he'll go over there. He's going to be passing by Ritual on his way, which is good because he'll be able to fill this tier 2 slot, for this tier spell, oh my god, this tier 2 spell slot, there we go, and vendor a bunch of garbage that we don't need. And as for Urzanar, there's not much that he needs to do. He might be able to kill these Akril with his Summon Rat Swarm, and we can take a peek at how tough these mercs will be. And then he can probably just begin exploring some of these lands that need to be explored so they can grow some more. So that would be the plan for him at this moment. So with all that said, let's now also double check to make sure I don't have to build any buildings, and we do. Let's build a tavern here. And do I need guards put anywhere? I don't think so. I think we're good. Yeah, we have guards everywhere. Quite a bit of space for more buildings in some of these places. Alright, well, let's end the turn. Oh, we didn't build anything at home, but I do want to save up for our 4th hero if we can, and I think we can. We have a good amount of loot for him to start putting a warrior to use, and so I would like to do that next. Before I leave, though, let's double check to make sure I have all the gear I want on Lythe. So I prefer my shoes over the leather boots. It's 2 less hit points, but +1 stamina. I, as you know, am a stickler for stamina, so we're not going to replace that. We can gain 1 more hit point, though, but with these leather bracers, so we'll go ahead and make that purchase. And I think that's all we need to do. Oh, do we want to take the Centaur's bow with us? I think we should. Okay. Let's go ahead and get going. The hero Lythe has entered the province of Rain Coast. A band of local militia is advancing his direction. 12 enemies. Spearmen, veteran spearmen, ranger, pikemen, swordsmen, crossbowmen, border sentinel. I don't really want to spend money on bribing them. Now, while I think we can win, this will actually be a tricky fight. I think we will use the Centaur's bow for this battle. And I think we can win. The question is, how many people will I lose? Hopefully none. We're coming from the plains, they'll be in the swamps, so they'll be delayed to start, but we won't be able to use the swamps to our own advantage. That said, I think we still fight them. Let's go ahead and do so. Alright, so there's a nice wall here with a small opening that can charge through. So that is what I'm nervous about, them immediately rushing through me here. Or to me there. They will absolutely take these 2 hills, probably with a bowman and a ranger. We can keep our crossbowmen in the trees. And I think this will be acceptable. Let's start. We will absolutely raise that false alarm to help us with this battle. Okay. Oh, they've only got one ranger. If he moves here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can double shoot Grouchish. If he does. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He won't be able to. I don't think he can double shoot unless he doesn't move. Is that right? No, it doesn't say that. So I think he can move and shoot. And this guy has a deceptive range of 3. 1, 2, 3, and then he can strike because he's got Forced March. But I don't think he'll use it this first turn. Unless I was to give him a target. Like Frokazor, for example. So, okay. Do I want to start by killing their Slinger? Or the Crossbowmen? Or do I want to put a Mass Curse on everyone? I think we start with the Mass Curse. So let's do that. I believe Mass Curse lowers all of their... Is it all their stats? Use attack is decreased by 2, and defensive resistance by 1. Do you have charge? You do not. You hit for 15 damage. Frokazor has 3 parry, so he will take 7 damage from that hit. But we're going to take that hit anyway. So I think we'll prepare to take it. Actually, no. Let's not... Well, he'll run up all alone. Do a big hit, and then we can kill him. You know, focus where I am going to do it. Let's move you here. It should tempt him to attack you. And everyone else stays put. That did a surprising amount of damage to you, Grouchish, in that hill. Okay, so he can go 1, 2, 3 and kill Grouchish and or attack life right now. Force March, Force March. We have to be a little careful with these guys. Two resistance. We could sleep the Border Sentinel and ignore him for a little bit, if I so desire. Or we could kill him this round. 37 hit points. So Professor Snape will do 6 damage. Grouchish will do 6 damage. I can do 18 damage. If I charge him with Adara, we will lose Adara via the counterattacks. So we can't kill him this round. So let's focus on other enemies instead. And we will sleep him. Lots of Forced March on their side of the battlefield. Almost all of their... Actually, yes. Almost everything has a range of 2 thanks to Forced March. I don't know, Frokazor, if you can take all the hits that will be coming your way, but I think we have to... Well, okay. We have to do something, Tim. If I sleep him, he's asleep for 3 turns. Let's sleep him. Okay, what happens next? So, Frokazor, if I move you up 1, you'll be targeted by a lot of them. But I think... Let's shoot next. I am going to have to start moving up my army. So let's do this after all. By moving you up here, Falkazor, you can take hits meant for Professor Snipe. So we'll do that. Do I charge Adara? I think we do. And put a bunch of damage on this guy. He has 22 life. You do 15 damage. My spearman can move up a bit. And that will do. Okay, still asleep. We don't have to worry about him till next turn. Let's have our spearmen move up a bit and begin throwing some spears. I think we can move up Frokazor and kill him. Sif, you can move up and kill him. Adara, you took some big hits. I'm tempted not to even move you. One, two. Can't reach my lines yet, this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh! 4, 5. Okay. I'm not going to leave you there, Grouchish. We're going to pull you back. Oh, he has armor piercing. That's why he's doing so much damage. We'll kill him. Pull you into the trees, Nameless. And what are we doing with these two? I think we'll run Adara back. Next turn, we'll use her to deal with this Border Sentinel. And since he's cursed at the moment, I think we're going to throw this spear at him now. Might as well do so. Well, he's got less defense. Perfect. Perfect. Double shot on my swordsman means that he didn't do any damage, and now their bowman's ranger is exhausted. We have to deal with the ranger this round. So let's first move here. Move you here, Adara, and heal you. Grouchish can kill that guy. So we have to kill him this round. He does a surprising amount of damage if we don't. Let's wake him up. 1, 2, 3. You can charge. Is there any way for me to lower his... We could web him. It would last, I think, for 2 rounds. Before I decide to do that... This realized I made more mistakes. I did make more mistakes. Fremen, we'll put you here in the swamp. And we're going to use Force March on a Dorkable. I should have done that before I fired my crossbowman to lower his range resistance a little bit more. Okay, you know what? We don't have to actually sleep him. We can use our powerful shot to do 16 damage. Sif can hit him. With agility, he's not struck back. And then Frokazor can get the kill. We can probably race you into the woods here. And Nameless... We don't even have to move... well, we should move you. And that's good. And... has Force March. We'll leave you there, Lost Fremen. Okay, Adara. Kill the crossbow. Frokazor. We probably should move you away, so you can get healed a bit. Let's use Word of Life on Sif. Sif could just stay there. Thanks to the parry he's got and the defense, he shouldn't take any damage from their swordsmen. Yeah, he's actually shield bashing. Well done, Tim. Yeah, that was not so bad. That was not so bad. Only some light damage at the end of the battle. We could have even healed that if we wanted to. 221 gold also. Adora, +3 attack medal. Perfect. A bright rainbow has appeared in the sky over the province of Moonstone Ridge. The priests say it's a good omen, promising some luck. The magicians claim a rainbow often appears over lands rich in magical energy, so it makes sense to perform the ritual to search for a source of magic before the rainbow vanishes. So if you perform the magic search ritual, you can find magic crystals. If you search for treasure, you can find gold and maybe some loot. And the luck will improve the population mood. I will search for treasure. Send a team to search for the treasure. Your search team heads to the place where they think the rainbow touches the earth. A pot filled with gold is found in a small cave. Some of those who return say they saw a little man in a strange green clothes not far from the cave. Whether that's true or not, your stock of gold is increased by 302. Nice, 240 bucks more. Very well then. There's not enough space, I'll think about it. Alright, because we got a medal for that battle, we're gonna do this really quick, now that I know this is a thing to do, in case the game crashes. An attack medal on our cavalry is very nice. We definitely want that. I think we did really well in that fight, by the way. We fired twice with life. We mostly used his spells to assist our people, but I think it worked out really well. Alright, well, that was the first of the provinces took. Let's go ahead and put a guard here. And we could put slugs here to piss off the villagers if I really wanted to, but I prefer holding on to the slugs for later in case we actually find a swamp province that can act as a choke point and stop the enemy from reaching my more vulnerable lands. I think we'll put some light infantry here. For our buildings, we'll start with a pub here. And life can head on down and now visit the nomads. Now, we're gonna purchase the nomad lands from them. No matter, unless they cost like 1,000 gold, I don't want to fight them. It's too difficult to keep my entire army alive against them. At least I suspect it is. We'll see how many of them there are. If there's like 5 or 6 of them, maybe we can fight them without a loss. It's going to be tough, though. Urzanar, you'll fight the Acriel, and Gavion is heading to the plains, the valley still. Okay, I think that's it. That's all we have to do. Holding on the money, we don't want to spend any of it. Well, I do, but we're not going to. Let's end the turn. The hero of life has set foot on the wide stretches of the province of Dawn Coast. It is well known that these lands have belonged to the nomads from time immemorial. Soon a company of them appears on the horizon. Wild steppe dwellers are rushing full tilt towards the uninvited guest. 8 enemies. Horse archer, horseman, and a Keshik. A Keshik is, if I recall correctly, an upgraded horse archer. Let's scout. 2 Keshiks, 3 archers, 3 horsemen, and 3 archers. Let's see how much it'll be to buy this land. The nomad leader addresses the hero. Stupid man makes war. Clever man makes trade. Let us trade, brother. And what can you offer me, brother? Why, I see what you want. You like our land, yes? I sell it. Low price. We throw old Khan down. We make your Khan rule. 514 tanga, and we make it your land. What you say, brother? I like that. That's a decent price. Deal. Theo Urzanar has approached the deserted ruins of a city of the ancients. Often the ancient artifact or some treasures hidden by the current occupants of the ruins can be found in such places. Scouting has revealed that the ancient ruins are not as deserted as they may have appeared at first sight. 5 enemies, so we know this as probably 6 because Luminary will summon another Ikarai. Icarus, Luminary, Stalker, and a Witness. So that's 4 of them. So the 5th will be a second Ikarai. We can win. Let's do this. And this is good. Surprise! We have an army of rats. Oh, you poor Alcree. We can even kill him this turn. We don't even need the army that Ursanar has with him. He doesn't. This is here just to make sure nothing touches Ursanar on the first round. So we might as well help our rats a little bit. Good job, Ursanar. +1 health. If we're going to make him a druid, Wand Master would be good, since he would benefit from that. We could also take another summon spell if we take Wisdom 1. We don't have any extra wands lying. Oh, actually, since we're not going to be using wands with him, because we have the Summoner's Staff, it might make more sense for us to take one of these. Let's take Wisdom 1. And you can take a hit point. We can give you a ranged... what's your counterattack? 7? Give you a counterattack. Alright, Gavion. So while you're home, we can repair... we can sell the garbage I don't need. So let's sell the long spear. We don't need a tan leather jacket. Do I care about the... No, we don't need the double-handed sword either. We don't need Bane of the Wicked. Mass Bless, I'm going to have you hold on to... you know what? We actually don't need you holding on to it so directly. Actually, no, we do. Let's hold on to that after all. Sphere of Wisdom. So this could be useful for Gavion. It gives him more experience points, but I don't know if I want to lose +5 morale for the group. He'll hold on to this as well. As for equipment, there are better gloves here. Oh, actually, we'll just give you those ones. Technically, these bracers are better than the ones you're currently wearing. And we can give you a better hat as well. I guess we can give you the Swindler's Jacket. There's no reason not to. It's +1 more range defense. We can just vendor the simple chainmail. Okay. Good. Gear upgraded. Now you need a 2nd level spell. So I'm thinking we want Sleep or Stone Crust. We've been doing pretty well with sleep so far. Unless we want one of these. No. Blindness could be useful, but we don't have the ability to ignore enemies' resistance quite yet with Gavion, so we're not going to take it. Let's just take Sleep. Which we also don't have the ability to ignore enemies' resistance with. That's Mass Blessed him. Yeah, let's take Sleep. Oh, and while I'm here, do I want to get rid of any of these spells? I think I like these. Arguably, I should get rid of Triple Blade for a web. You know what? We'll do that. We'll get you over there faster with a Fair Wind. And that's good. We'll go ahead and put a mill here. Ursanar, I don't know what the mercenaries consist of, so let's pop you in here and double check if you see if you can handle them or not. I don't think he can, but I don't remember what mercs consist of, so we'll check. And Life, you're moved down to Lands of Chaos next. We have spells we should be casting, Tim. Don't forget the rituals. And I can't. I already cast a ritual? What did I cast? Oh, Fair Wind. I cast Fair Wind. Okay. And the turn, everyone... We're saving up. We're not building nothing in our province yet. The hero Lythe has set foot on the deformed lands of the province of Dragon Fangs. Through the fumey smoke covering this land, he notices a horde of demons ready for battle. 10 enemies. Imps, spawns, fiends, hellhound, a demon, and a succubus. I don't know if we can win this fight without significant losses. I would want to come from the swamps, not from the plains. Let's scout. Only one hellhound, one demon. We'd have to somehow kill the demon first. Alright, we're going to retreat. The hero Urzanar has approached a half-destroyed ancient tower. The inhabitants of the Old Citadel have noticed him and are preparing for battle. 3 enemies, champion, sentinel, and a sniper. I can't remember if the champion has first strike or not. So let's fight him and find out. He'll be upon us very quickly, but we should be able to swarm him with rats. And we'll just stay here. He'll move here. And then 1, 2, 3. Next turn he can threaten us. You know, actually, we have to be a little careful with this. Because if he moves here, I only have 2 spaces for my rats. And he'll be in... Well, he's going to have good range defense anyway, Tim. Your spearmen not going to do much here. Just, this is okay. Let's start from here. Oh, okay. That works. He decided not to go that way. Does he have first strike? Ah, we've lost. We can't beat him if he has first strike. That's too tough. We have to surround him, but then not attack him. You know, this guy has first strike too. This was a mistake. We could have beaten him if he didn't have first strike, but with first strike, I don't think I can do this. I would have needed a web. Well, let's summon the rats anyway. Our rats don't have agility. And they would... Oh, well, his first strike does 14 damage. It's still... We're not going to do it. We're going to be just a 1 hit point with most of my rats if I attack them. 16 morale. Some of my rats have intimidation, but most do not. I think we're gonna have to revert time, everyone. I think this is gonna be too tough for us. It did take away 1 stamina from him. God, I really don't want to attack him, but I do what we have to. The poisons that we put on him will do the damage we need. And that's good. Could summon a Naiad to heal some of the rats that we have. Oh, it just occurs to me he can reach my 1, 2, 3 if he so desires. Let's put an Ifrit here. And it will live, which is good because it will set him on fire. Okay, good. I wanted him being hit, so this way you could run up. He's dead next turn, so we don't even have to attack him. Oh, God. That didn't work so well. All right, let's get our spearmen ready to attack that pikeman of his. Let's summon the Naiad. But the note we can't heal. And Ifrit. Oh, I guess that would make sense. It's made of fire, and this is made of water. We can probably kill him with the rest of my army. So I'm not going to cast another summon spell. Oh, especially, actually, we can kill him right now. All right, that went a lot better than I thought it was going to do. Thank goodness for the poison of all those rats. 214 bucks, that's very nice. Ursanar's leveled again. Let's take another point of wisdom. I'm not intending to make him a necromancer whatsoever, so no necromancy for me. Wisdom 2. We can give you a resistance, a defense. Elven Arrows. Range weapon +4 ammo, precise shot +1. And a Pegasi stable. Oh, okay, this is what we're fighting for on this shard. One of the buildings. Good money from this, too. 381 and 30 gems. It is rumored that the legendary Chalice of Life is kept somewhere in the province of Celery Valley. The chalice is an ancient artifact, giving eternal youth to the one who possesses it. Treasure hunters of every stripe and color are flowing into your lands. According to legend, the chalice will belong to the one who proves his worth to own it in a fair duel. Order magicians to find the artifact. We have plenty of gems. Your magicians fail to find the Chalice of Life. Alright, that's fine. Well, arrange a tournament according to custom. I'm not going to spend money. So if we do find it, we will be able to sell it for 500 gold. We can sell it for gems, or we can sell it, we can make a building out of it. We don't need it because we're an Astral Master. We already live forever unless we're cast into chaos. I think if we send adventurers to search for it, they might find it and keep it, or they might never return. But generally, if I don't find it by casting the magic spell, I just arrange a tournament. So let's do that. The tournament lasts for several days. Knight Goderic wins the final contest. He leaves the Chalice of Life in a stately manner, and, to everyone's surprise, returns soon with the legendary artifact in his hands. Bless the noble knight. Alright. Gavion, welcome back. Let's have you fight some brigands to start. And are you fighting kobolds? No. Oh, you're fighting the kobolds, aren't you, Urzanar? Kobold slaves. Oh, you know what? You need to come back home because you have space for a unit and spells. So let's do that. Life. So this battle's too tough to attack from the plains. We will get swamped too quickly. So instead we'll go around and we'll take on the empty hills from the swamp to start. Well, to continue our press south. Here or here? What are you? You're a village. Large village. A hamlet. Let's put a granary here. And we've almost got the gold we need. So I'm going to skip building other buildings at this moment. Hero Life has... I don't like this either. Hero Life has started his journey through the hilly country of the province of Stonelands. Suddenly, the sky is filled with repulsive howls. A flock of winged creatures dwelling close by has noticed the strangers. 8 enemies. Harpies and manticores. How many manticores are there? 2 of them. I don't think we can do this without significant losses. Manticores are fast, just like harpies, with 4 movement. I don't think they have hit and run. I don't think they have range attacks either in this game, but they have poison attacks, and they're going to be very nasty. I don't think we can kill one unless we really focus on it in one turn, and we'll have harpies on our faces very quickly. I think we have to retreat from this battle too. This is such a shame. The hero Gavion has approached a half-destroyed ancient tower. The inhabitants of the old citadel have noticed him and preparing for battle. 8 enemies. Gang leader, brigand, thief, renegade, and assassin. Yeah, Gavion can absolutely win this fight. Okay, let's start. This is fine. Alright, so... Might as well start shooting. We can probably have you go into the forest. I'm not going to rush a horseman up there quite yet. Let's make our slugs' attacks magical. Alright, that's good for a start. Let's move you up one as well. Okay. We can probably kill this brigand. Our slug can almost kill that thief. You know, it just occurs to me, Oodaloopsy, you don't... Oh, you have petrification, but why can't you use it? Is it a spell I have to cast with you? Alright, let's, Can I kill this guy? Not with this charge. We need a little more room. Let's back our border guard up and kill that thief with a sling stone. And now this guy can kill this one if I attack him from this side. No, you can't. Okay. Let's armor, or do I want to web? Let's web. Let's web. Nope, wrong target. Meant to be this guy. Oh god, Ooloopsy, you're dying. We can't have our basilisk die. Good work, guys. Okay. Woo! Crisis averted. That was close. What the heck? Almost lost a unit. Gotta pay attention, Tim. And I have to also not miss. That wasn't even a misclick. That was just me not thinking and targeting the wrong person with that spell. +1 ammo for a crossbow. Pins, you get another medal. I guess we'll give you that. Oodaloopsy, 2 stamina or 2 life? 2 stamina for you. Summon Summon Wasp Swarm, 215 gold and 17 gems. A strange human has arrived in your castle in the promise of ritual. In appearance, it is clearly a charmer. His clothes are very unusual, and he's decorated with very strange symbols. It is reported to you that he demands you accept him. Demand accepted. As he enters the room, you immediately see what he is. Before you stands a demonologist. Bowing, he tells you that he has heard about your experiments with the magic of chaos. He is willing to offer you his services in a modest fee for 150 gold coins and 15 gems. Deal. We'll take them. First time I've ever seen this encounter. So we could add this guy, because we have, I think, the tier 2 chaos school. We can add him to an army. If I add him to you, Urzanar... No. We don't want that. We want to summon a tier 2 chaos spawn for Urzanar's army. After performing the chaos ritual, a mocker appears inside the pentagram, ready to serve its new master. A mocker is a tier 1 unit. Yeah, not a tier 2. Oh my god, look at the morale penalties he's given to my army. He hates being here because this is a good aligned army. Because of our Astral Master. So maybe we don't want him then. Yeah, -4 to his morale normally. So we got to get him into Gavian's army if I want to use him. Okay, so that's good to know. Or we need more demons in this army. So maybe... maybe we can give Urzanar this unit as well. Helped a little bit, but they both will have negative morale. But I'm willing to leave them with -4. We can give them a morale upgrade when that occurs. And the -2 morale my Thorn and Briar has will be counteracted by the morale upgrade I gave them. So everything should work out for them in the end. We don't need Triple Blade. We don't need a Partisan. There's no equipment I want you to have, Urzanar. So let's give you a Summon Wolf spell. Arguably, I should drop one of these, like a special blade for a Summon Hellhound or Summon Fiend spell for Urzanar. But I do like having this as an option, so I'm not going to do that. I guess we'll give you, since you have spell power, we'll put a Lightning in your repertoire. Okay, and now what can we do? What can we kill? Can we kill the Siege Engineers? I think we can. I think we can. We'll give that a go. We'll give that a go. Lythe. We can't defeat these without heavy losses. Or at least not the empty hills. We can probably try defeating the Chaos, though, from the swamps if I so desire. And I think I do. So let's give that a try. We'll give that a try. Gavion can fight some giant spiders. Urzanar, you're fighting the Siege Engineers. We almost got the money we need for that other hero, which is great. Let's also go ahead and put... well, I can't... actually, this place won't benefit from a granary, Tim. Neither will this place, because they have to be explored. So instead, let's put a pub down here. Alright, the hero Lythe has set foot on the deformed lands of the province of Dragonfangs. Through the fumy smoke covering the land, he notices a horde of demons ready for battle. 10 enemies. We've seen these before. We know what they consist of. We're going to do it. Alright, we get to go first. This is awful, because we have a giant open area here. So they're going to swarm through this to us. So it's going to be a giant slug out in the center of the battlefield here. And I wish it wasn't going to be that, but we're not going to have a choice. Alright, well, we don't have a choice. So everyone stays where they are. And hopefully we can just win this by clever spell casting. Let's think. Actually, hold on a second. We can probably put my 2 crossbowmen over here. Since enemies can't easily reach them in this direction. Which will let me put more of my melee over here. Okay, we absolutely raise a false alarm as well. Demon is the most important thing. We gotta kill the demon. This thing has a range of 4? Probably 3 thanks to its reduced stamina. 1, 2, 3, 4. But it might not. It won't one-hit kill you, Lost Fremen, but it'll be very close to doing so. Let's think. So first off, these are demons. They're gonna have good resistance. So our Mass Curse should only be cast when they're right about to attack us. We could also kill this Succubi. What does she have? Mind control, so we need to kill her first, actually. Okay, well, we can kill her. So, let's do that. One, 2, 3, 4. So I can't actually move you up, Grouchish, or he moves up and kills you. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we can move up Professor Snipes. Let's do that. And I'm too nervous to move anyone else up. If I move you up here, Froscador... okay, if I move you up, you'll take a big hit from this guy. I'm pretty sure he'll... actually, he may stay there and use his Fear spell. Since he does have 1 casting of it. And he's going to move into 2. So, you know what? I will move you up. We'll tempt him. But no one else moves. Okay, that was not so bad. Thank you, Lost Remnant, for taking that gigantic hit. So we can move my healer back. You can be moved back and we can heal you. And now I think we can kill this guy, thanks to his moving up and without any additional support. So let's move you right back onto that. Actually, no. Let's move Nameless up here first. You move here. And we should absolutely attack at ranged first. These two can't reach me for at least one more turn. Actually, this guy can't. This will reach me 2 turns from now. Him in 3 turns if he still comes in this direction. So we can put these crossbow bolts into this demon. We will move Frostgazor down here to deal with this guy. If he decides to attack you, Frostgazor. We can move up Sith, and Sith Jaspalier can attack him, and with agility, he won't be attacked back. And now, you can recover that lost morale, Lost Fremen. No, you can't. You can't kill him, apparently, with that melee attack. There we go. Let's... I can Mass Curse. I think we wait one more round the Mass Curse and we shoot. Let's use... Oh, I'm not using my Centaur's bow. Okay. I'm thinking about charging here. So if I charge you there, Adara, you do 18, 20, 22, 24 damage. It just barely won't kill him. Actually, you have Smite Evil too, so it will kill him if I do this. Let's do it. We can move you up 1, Adorkable. You're going to be shot at by this guy. Then he's going to move down and attack you. And he's going to move up and attack you. So we need to either give you armor, or we need to stop all of this damage from happening to you. I suppose we can cast Mass Curse now, and that will reduce the damage you'll take by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Or we can web one of the big hitters. It should be this guy then, Tim. Okay. What do we do? So... Healer moves down, and heals Lost Fremen. I think we move Nameless up here on the hill. And he'll help deal with this guy. Also blocks for my Professor Snipe. Professor Snipe can kill this imp. Almost can kill that imp. We can run you up here, Lost Fremen, and you can spear him to kill it. He's out of that web this turn. Dorkable. I think we have you attack. Not a whole lot of damage, but you took almost none in return. Okay. So that's... It's basically over. Let's damage him. away some of that stamina. Can I kill him this turn? I don't think I can, so I'm going to instead move back. And we'll heal. Instead. Okay. There we go. It is now over. He is completely out of stamina, so I don't think we have to worry about him attacking next round. If I don't kill him this round, he'll kill himself on one of my units, so... might as well kill him. Good job, life. +1 command. Very nice. Could take poison the water supply to poison all the enemies, but I think we'll take one of these instead. You know, I do like my looting. So let's grab looting 2. Froscador will give you an extra resistance. Deeproot, we can give you a hit point. Adora, a stamina for you. The hero... oh. Well, the hero Urzanar has approached a half-destroyed ancient tower. The inhabitants of the old citadel have noticed him and preparing for battle. 6 enemies. Workman, healer, veteran slinger, ballista, and a catapult. There will be 2 ballista here. I think we can win, actually. Let's do it. I think we can win. Going to be a bit tricky. They're going to have fantastic range. Hopefully they just don't one-hit kill Urzanar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, they can totally reach everything. Except for my hero. So let's summon those rats. Let's begin eating. Eating all the wood. Little demon, do I care about you? What do you have? Abysmal Swallow. Replenish target's ammo by 2. The amount of ammo replenished increases with the caster's spell power. Has no effect on animals. Oh, it gives 2 ammo to someone. Interesting. Abysmal Joke. Attacks all adjacent enemy units with 7 points of magic damage and ignites them for 3 turns, causing them to lose health each turn. Nice! Oh, this is a nice... he's pretty decent. I don't want to lose him, so let's fly him up here. Okay. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, and we can eat the people. We don't want you dying. Let's move you back a space. Well done, Urzanar. Good God. 160 bucks and 1 gem. We'll give you some morale to make up for the fact you're suffering a penalty. Nice. Another spider egg and an executioner's axe. 259 bucks and 28 gems. The hero Gavion has approached a deserted ruins of a city of the ancients, which is also destroyed, which is what I wanted to say. Often ancient artifacts or some treasures hidden by the current occupants of the ruins can be found in such places. Scouting has revealed that the ancient ruins are not as deserted as they may appear at first sight. 4 spiders. My guess is 2 giant spiders and 2 bird eaters. We can win. I don't need to do anything. So, what are we going to do here? There's 3 giant spiders. I wonder how I use this. He has 2 ammo. 2 range. Oh, it's 2 range, and you gotta be really up close to someone to use it. Okay. So, I guess we'll just move you up. Move you up a bit. Move you up. Let's sleep one of these. Okay, and I think that will be good. Just move up a bit, threaten them a bit. Okay, so they're going to probably attack you, Slugworth. But you know what? They can't really poison you very well because you're immune to poison. So it's just going to be their melee attacks against you. $11 hit points. I think you can kill him. Still asleep for 3 turns. Okay. The spiders are next. We can web, which is ironic. One of these, not ironic, but that's too funny. One of these spiders. So let's web this one. And then we can focus on this one with everyone else. And I think we probably can kill it this round. Okay, so he can't attack back this turn, and he's still asleep. So we can charge him. And kill him. You guys can move yourselves up. We don't want to wake him up yet, so we're not going to attack him this turn. We'll attack him next turn. I guess we can give... Well, you still won't be able to reach him, Slugworth, so we're going to use an armor spell. We're probably going to have to hit this guy once with a melee attack. Okay, and now we blast him with our 1 crossbowman. Actually, we can throw a slingstone. This is actually kind of dumb. I should have... Oh, actually, I threw my spear. Never mind. I have no damage spell left. Let's do this. I have the damage spell left. We don't have a spell that does damage, is what I meant. And we can now petrify him if I so desire, but we don't need it. We can just kill him with this. Good job, guys. You're gonna get demons in your army soon, Gavion. Let's give some morale to some people. Spearman. Give you an attack. Our horseman can gain some melee defense. Lotaeri. Fine. You'll help me clear this shard of the filth called life. Prepare your forces, because you'll need them. Traders from faraway lands are offering you 200 gold in exchange for several virgins from the province of Forest of the Shadows. We don't sell our subjects. Where is he? He saw us. Oh, God! What the heck? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought that was him for a second. That is not him. He has seen us, and I do not see him. So he saw us take this province, is what I'm guessing. Alright, Lanashar. Let's see if we see you. So let's put some border... Very expensive, but let's put some border guards here. We don't see him. Where is he? I don't know where Lanashar is. Do you guys see him? I would expect to have seen another hero someplace, but I don't. Which means that something he has, or just built, has vision to me, and I don't have vision to it. He could be over here and have taken one of these provinces and put a guard there that lets him see further. We could probably replace this guard with another border guards and see if he is coming from this direction. Okay, well, we didn't find him. Let's put a granary here. And now, Life, at your level 16, we need another... Well, I would like another unit for you. So I guess we're going to give you a spider. So we can go back for that. Oh. Maybe... I think... Well, keep moving up with him. One more turn? I wouldn't mind having another unit. His army gets... Remember, Tim, he is a kind of commander. He gets better with every single unit put in his army. It'll take 2 turns to get back home. To get the spider egg. No, we go this way. Urzanar, you did not level. Your spearman there is very wounded, so take him out. We do have the money to hire that 4th hero now if we so desire, and I really do want it. So I think we're going to be doing that. But let me just make sure that everyone else is at least assigned to doing things I want. Gavion, you won that battle. You took no losses. These are actually better than your riveted... Oh, they're just the same as riveted gloves, and this doesn't matter. We'll just get rid of these. We don't need Glacial Heart, we'll just vendor that. This might be useful, though. We'll hold on to summon Wasp Swarm. Not Wasp Swarm. And let's go ahead and fight the orcs next. I think we hired that other hero. So let's do so. Actually, wait. Before we do that, let's take a look at Lanashar. We're at peace with him. He's disgusted by us. He doesn't need any metal. And that's the only resource we have extra of at this moment. He basically needs everything. He has horses as well. Okay, he has horses and metal so far. So he has expanded somewhat. He must be over here. He has to be over there. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and hire that other hero then. Braun. Welcome, Braun. Okay, so what did you start with? Constitution, +2 hit points, +1 stamina. We're not gonna need any of the garbage you currently have. So you're gonna get the Paladin's Cuirass. +6 defense, +6 range defense. We can give you this belt. Some extra hit points in the form of those boots. Some bracers. And what weapons are we giving you? These both have Crippling Strike. This one has Stunning Blow +1. Let's start with the Executioner's Axe. And we'll give you the Kriss for Soul Stealing +5. Okay. Anything else I want to give you? Guess we can give you a single copper ring, help your stamina. We'll give you a Commander's Medal for the morale increase. And we'll give you a Ranger's Cap to further help your morale. Units. What are we doing for units in you? I guess we'll just give you some Spearmen. Actually, wait, hold on. No, we have Halflings. Actually, yeah, let's give him 2 Spearmen. And the Bard. And as for spells, we don't need the recovery. Let's sync. So, a haste, obviously, to make up for the fact he's wearing Paladin's armor. So we can give you magic armor and a heal. All right, you're going to head down here, Prawn, and just begin exploring. Actually, it should be one of the closer places. To be fully explore. Oh, we didn't even fully explore Ritual yet. Really? All right, Bran, you'll just do that then. And what are we doing with Life, Tim? I think we go back home and pick up another unit after all. Let's do it. There'll be no loafers. Urznar, you're not doing anything. So, can you kill anything else that's in here? Skeletal Guardians. I think that's the Skeletons of Doom. And a Lord of Doom, or something like that is what they're called. And they have First Strike, and they heal hit points when they kill something. Our rats will not do the damage we need to them. So no, that would be a mistake. Is there anything else you can defeat? Ghosts? Giants? Probably not those. Oh, can probably kill the Hell Cohort with our rats. Oh, maybe. That would be tricky. You know what? We'll try it. Oh, we could probably kill the monsterologists. And the centaurs here. As well. Monster catchers. Great Cyclops. Yeah, we'll send you up here, Urznar, and you'll fight the Hell Cohort. Rituals, Tim. You keep forgetting rituals. Let's cast our auction spell on a province that has good income. Hexvale can get a auction. By your order, a fair was held in the province of Hexvale. The things the halflings brought to sell were in much demand by the local residents, and quickly sold out. During the trading, 129 gold was collected. No place is angry at us. We don't need a pacification or anything like that. Alright, let's end the turn. Oh, did I not? Oh, I didn't build anything in our domain, and I'm not going to yet. While exploring the province of Ritual, the hero Bran found something unusual, some ancient ruins. The hero Bran has approached the deserted ruins of a city of the ancients. You know the drill. 5 enemies, instant spawns. Bran says he can't win. I'll be very surprised if he dies. He can win. Let's do it. 1, 2. He can shoot you, Bran. This is a bit tricky because we don't have... Bran's slow. Let's do this. Alright, that's annoying. Let's cast a haste on Bran. And that will do. Actually, look, we might as well. You have mockery already, little guy? That's fantastic. That's the sound of Dark Replenishment. You guys should expect to hear that sound a lot. Going to be a lot of that combination. +1 health, and we really should grab another point in Armor Master just to, you know, increase that defense. There's no reason not to. But I don't know. Let's play this guy a little different. Let's go for high Constitution, and we'll give him also the plus initiative to help him. So let's grab another point of Constitution. Get a health for our Bard, stamina for our whatchamacallit. Gates of Chaos. Opens the Gates of Chaos in the province. Can be opened in a friendly or enemy province. The hero Gavin approaches a small fortress, long abandoned by its first hosts. Although all that remains is mostly in ruins, it might be worth searching the place. There's no reason for us to attack these orcs. 4 enemies, Bugbear, Orc, and Ghost Whisperer. That'd be good for Bran. We'll just retreat from that battle. There's a fair in the province of Falling Stars Whirlpool. Traders from all over the world come here to sell their goods and buy wonderful things. Your income from trade and taxes comes to 262 gold. Gold is good. I still don't see him. Lanashar. Okay, so let's get rid of these guards. And let's put some more border guards here. No! Where is he? How did he see me? So maybe he took this province and built something here that sees me. Is the only other thing I can think of, because there's an ocean separating us from whatever land is on the left-hand side. Okay, well, Life is heading back home. Bron, we can repair your equipment. Guess we can give you these, just in case I change my mind about what I want you to have equipped. And you'll head over here to see what Gavion had discovered. And Gavion, you'll fight the retinue then. God, I hope I'm saying that word correctly. I think I am. Ursula can fight the Kel cohort. And Life, you're heading home. We should build another structure somewhere, so let's put a granary here. I guess we should build something else at home. How many gems are we getting per turn? 37 and $72. Wait, $72? Really? We lost a lot of money. 100 per turn, practically. So, I'm sorry, 70-something per turn. Why did we lose more money? Oh, well, guards, Tim. The guards are beginning to add up as well. Don't forget. And you are putting more units in your armies, too. And that's costing you a pretty penny. Right? Gavion's... Yeah, Gavion's army is getting more expensive. Urzanar now has that demonologist with him, and he's not exactly cheap. 30 bucks. It's 30 bucks and 6 gems for him? I don't know if he's worth that price. We'll keep him now that we've done it. Okay. So do I want plus 10 income, or do I want 2 gems per turn? It's far easier for me to get money than gems, so we'll build the Crystal Garden. Oh, I can build both! Really? I thought I had to choose one or the other. Okay. Let's end the turn. Here, Ursanar has approached the deserted ruins of a city of the ancients. Often an ancient artifact, you know the drill. 3 enemies. Fiend, Cerebus, Fiendlord. You can beat 3 of these. Absolutely, Ursanar. Let's do it. It's going to be a little tricky, though, because we won't be able to use fire on these guys. I'm pretty sure demons are immune to fire. Okay, so let's see. Let's double check this really quick. Immune to fire, immune to fire, immune to fire. Okay, so our Ifrits can be used as like something to block with, but they're not going to be very good to attack with. Let's summon the Gargoyle to start. And we're just going to leave him there. And that will be good. We're going to... Next turn, we'll summon our rats, and we'll see how much damage we can do now with most of our armies summoned. Right, this guy's going to be able to move 4, and he has round attack. So I think we put something in his way. Okay, next. Let's move our demon... Oh, I thought I'd have range. I do not. Okay. That's still acceptable. Throw a spear. Let's summon the rats. Okay. Mental note. Every spot that we don't have available is 1 less rat that we will be allowed to summon. We could summon another imp, but I don't think we will. Let's reduce this guy's defense and then slaughter him with our rats. don't like where he is, because I can't attack him with all my rat swarms. We're going to move our rats around a bit. Good job, Ursanar. +1 magic. I guess we're going to grab another point in wisdom. A second level spell unlocked and 10% more experience. What's this? A sacrifice spell for a demonologist. The unit is taught to use the vitality of other allied troops to heal others. Let's take it. Well, Burn's useful. 171 bucks and 16 gems. Lero Gavion approaches a small fortress, long abandoned by its first hosts. Although all that remains is mostly ruins, it might be worth searching the place. There's one problem, however. Its new owners won't allow that. Their belongings will make some explosive of war, though. 5 enemies. Bowmen, swordsmen, pikemen, and crossbowmen. I think that Bronn could defeat this army. I think he could, but it would be tough for him. There's probably 2 swordsmen. And if any of them have shield bash, it will suddenly become very difficult. So Gavion will do this battle since he's here. That's annoying. Let's think here. Oh, okay. Well, that's fantastic. We don't have to worry about him ever again. Let's move you guys up. And I guess we don't really need a spell yet. We don't really need a spell. Actually, I guess we can armor one of my horsemen. Okay, so we can begin killing this guy. Oolupsi, I'm so sorry. You're not really doing much at the moment. Good God. Just annihilating these people. That was very easy. +1 command. Very good, Gavion. But you didn't get what I wanted you to get. With Wand Master. I was hoping more spell power. I mean, it's nice. He has a wand, arguably, and +1 initiative is nice. But I think we'll pass on that. I think we'll give him some logistics. He'll begin getting... His army will be a little cheaper. And he'll pick up some extra siege. This horseman can get a resistance temple. I'm not a big fan of temples. Well, I mean, they're fine, I'm sure. I'm not a fan. Temples in this game. There we go. Temples in this game, I'm not a fan of. Temples in real life are fine. 138 bucks and 5 gems. Forest fires have killed many redwood trees, and the price for their wood has increased by 20%. Disgusting. Still don't have any wood. All right. One more turn, everyone, and then we're going to be done with this episode. Let's think. So, Gavion, you have another unit for a space for a unit. That means we bring you back to fill that spot. And you'll begin, I guess, trying to fight for provinces soon. I think you probably can take out with the brigands that are here, Gavion. So you'll probably try that. But I wouldn't mind having you having Mass Bless first, and you don't have a tier 3 spell slot, so it's not gonna happen soon. Brian, you're moving there. Ursanar, can you kill trolls? You have 2... Wow. You have a lot of, actually, spell slots open. So let's bring you back home to fill those. Actually, no. You can fill them here. Kind of. So we'll give you the burden spell. Doesn't last very long. But we'll do it. Oh, or I won't? Do I not have a library here? I have a library here. Why can't I do the spell thing? Oh, I can. Oh, what the heck? Wait. Oh, I was in the wrong screen. Okay. Let's go ahead and give you burden. I guess we'll give you blindness. Oh, no. Let's give you a summon spell. We'll have a summon fiend. And for your other first rank spell, I guess the lightning bolt. And you'll fight the trolls. Let's see if you can handle that. Brian, you're moving over there. Life, you're back home. We can repair your equipment. We can give you the Elven Arrows. You do not have another spell slot, but you are here for a troop. Okay, so let's take one of these spiders. Okay, only level 2. It'll be fine. All right, so I kind of want to fight what's in the free settlement down here, and we can make it there. So I guess we'll give it a try. If it looks like if there's 15 units here, and it looks like it's gonna be really tough, we can always just buy it. And we'll put a mine here. Don't mind if I do. And a ritual. We should cast a ritual. So let's think here. Happy. Let's try this one. Oh, wait, no, we already cast a spell on Hexveil. Let's mix it up a bit. So let's try casting the Fair spell in Hookbanks. Harvest Fest. Oh, it's 51 gems. Let's still do it. In honor of the harvest, the halflings in the province of Hookbanks arranged a festival, which was soon taken up by most of the residents. The local merchants quickly organized a small market, where joyful residents willfully bought drinks and refreshments. Of course, all the merchants paid tribute to the treasury, with 33 gold. It seems that the inhabitants will remember this festival for a long time, and they're lucky to work harder. Great. We're picking up, I think, 4 more gems per turn, or 3 more gems per turn, and it looks like 5 more gold per turn. But we made back the gold that when we cast the spell, so not bad. I will have to start paying attention to the gems I'm casting, though, because every battle Urznar's in, we're using close to, like, probably 50 gems at least. How many are we getting per turn? 40 per turn? We need the Alchemist build made. That would mean we have to upgrade these 4 buildings. Sorry, 3 of these buildings would have to be upgraded. Let's hold on to our cash at the moment. And just end the turn. And this will be the last turn for this episode. The hero Lythe has entered the province of Swinging Hills. A band of local militia is heading in his direction. 10 enemies. What's interesting is that there were less enemies here than there were earlier, so we must be nearing where one of our other opponents are located. We can win this fight, I think, without losses. Is that right? There is no ranger here, just a bowman. So yeah, we can win. Let's attack. Whole lot of hills going on here. Okay, I think this will be good. Let's start. We will raise that false alarm, absolutely. Okay, I was really nervous about this. So the question becomes, where is the border guard going to start? Because he's the one who can reach me very quickly, and he's threatening these two. He also tends to have, yeah, he has a bunch of the terrain knowledge. We need to be careful. We need to be aware where he's located. This bowman is actually extraordinarily dangerous as well. He ignores 3 points of enemy's range defense. He has double shot and does 7 damage. He can kill either of my crossbowmen immediately. Oh, but not if he's dead. Let's move you up here now. Sure, Adora, we can move you there. If I move you up there, Lost Fremen, let's think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could be hit by this slinger, not by this archer. He could charge down to hit you, though. I'm not ready for that. Let's not do that quite yet. Actually, you know what, then? Let's move you back, Grouchish. Okay, so if I can kill him this turn, we obviously don't have to sleep him. We also have Mass Curse, which we could cast now to help keep my units alive. And if my spider's here, he'll have the range to web this guy. So I think we'll do that. So let's start with a Mass Curse. Our spider... Actually, let's think. Froscador. Let's move you here. If my spider's here, he can still web this guy. I need to be a little careful here, because he's going to go one... He's going to use Force March and move 1, 2, and throw a spear somewhere, and he'll throw the spear at the same guy. It might be Ulos Fremen that takes a bunch... Oh! You know what? Let's move you back here, just to be safe. And if I want to kill him, I need to start shooting him. So let's do that. I'm not going to take this hill. I'm a little nervous that if I move up so much, we can be hit by... Let's think here. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll be hit. We'll be able to... We'll take several spears. Actually, maybe we can kill one of these guys, and then I don't have to worry about it. No. That's not going to work. Oh, actually... It did work. We did kill one of them. Good. I'm still not... Well, yeah, we'll take it. Take the hill. Okay, he's out of the web this turn, so let's just kill him. Or try to. Oh. Oh. Wow, good job, Army. We're doing really well. Oh. And that poor militiaman, AI doesn't quite know what to do with him. Okay, we've won. This is over. Yeah, it's over. Well done, guys. Tired, apparently. There we go. Well done. Knew we could figure out how to attack that guy this round. Garbage boots, but we won. It wasn't a typical battle. Lost Fremen. Let's give you another ammo. Nameless. Give you more morale. Adorkable. What's your range? 2? We'll give you an attack. Grouchish. Your resistance is 2. We'll give you some more morale. Seth Jaspalier, an attack or more parry? Let's give you an attack. Adara, 2 stamina for you. Theo Urzanar has approached a half-destroyed ancient tower. The inhabitants of the Old Citadel have noticed him and preparing for battle. 2 trolls. Let's attack. You feel good about this, so I'm going to believe you. We can do this. Let's start. Trolls, it's the first time we've seen trolls in a long time. Trolls are very slow, as you can see, just one movement. But they hit like a truck. 17 damage and 17 counterattack damage. Not much defenses and not much morale either. You can fear them off the board, but they're going to be kind of tough. Let's start with a burden on them. I should have cast Vulnerability first. That's a shame. I did not do that. They'll lose 3 more more stamina, I think, next turn. So let's cast a Rat Swarm. See how much damage we can do to these guys. Okay, this was really easy. I don't even care what happens to the rats. I don't care what happens to the rats. Well done, rats. Well done. It was 2 trolls versus Rat Swarm, and the Rat Swarm won. Really well done. $132 and 3 gems. We get more silver arrows, and we get a Cloak of Illusion. +1 hit points and +1 range defense. A group of wandering monks has come to your castle. They say that high priests commanded them to bring a gift to you as a great champion against the forces of evil. Nice. Prepare a feast for them. Alright, and that will end this episode, everyone. Not bad. Not bad at all, actually, is it? We took 1, 2, 3, 4 more provinces in this episode and have secured some mithril. We hired our 4th hero. And we cleared a bunch of locations. It's going very, very, very well. I'm paranoid, so before we end the session, let's put some more border guards here. We still don't see where Lanashar is. We still don't see where he is. Alright. Let's go ahead and put a pub here. It's a small place. We don't need an auction cast there. Let's put an auction in the Elder Hills, which has earned us 134 gold. At home, since I thought I could only build 1 of these, but since I can build both of them, let's go ahead and build the magic well. For 10 more gold per turn. And I think that will do. Let's go ahead and just prep people. Bran, you're going to fight those orcs. Life, congratulations on your victory. How is your equipment holding up? Equipment is doing fantastic. There's battle mages and lizardmen here. We probably could kill the lizardmen here, but I think instead we should clear more provinces. So we'll go here to the Hedge Wizard's Oaks and probably defeat those brigands. And Urzanar, you beat both of those encounters. I guess you'll just explore after we equip that on you. Let me quickly go back to the main menu. Game has a habit of crashing on me for the last turn. And that will do, everyone. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. So I'll go and now read your comments I got on the last part. So give me a few seconds. I'll be right back. Alright guys, hello! I've got about 20 minutes before bedtime. It should be enough time for me to finish the comments I've got on part 197, so let's get going. Urloopsy says, another series of battles, awesome! Looking forward to those mass spells in action. Hey, so am I! We need a little more spell power, maybe perhaps 1 more point in it to really begin making Mass Bless shine, as in the past it increased all your stats by 1 per point of spell power. And we can get plus, what is it, +4? Yeah, +4 for the first 3 ranks of it. which means that Mass Bless would increase all our stats by +5. It's not incredibly powerfully broken, but it's an incredibly powerful spell all the same. It won't make us invulnerable, but it will make us very strong. We will be able to take out groups of enemies that we would not otherwise be able to handle, thanks to me being able to do so much damage, and be able to tank a few hits more than we could have normally. Lost Fremen says the enemy is pathetic. But why? Gavian, because I can bless everyone. Urzanar, because I have my rat hordes. Lyth, because I have my friends. This episode had so many bandits in it that I'm surprised anybody's pockets are safe in Eador. Why even have pockets if you live here? I also can't wait for Tim's explanation to his subjects when they see Father Gavian coming up the hill, and then following him are just slugs, spiders, basilisks, and more shirtless Medusa. He's a priest, I swear! Then the halflings just throw pies after all of them, and he loses a shard. Try telling that to one of the rest of the Astral Masters. I really like the quotes there in the beginning of that paragraph from your Lost Fremen. Gavian is indeed looking forward to blessing his army and watching them decimate all of the enemies. And indeed, Urzanar is going to be super strong with those rat hordes, as you'll see in this episode. They let him take on trolls, 2 trolls without any concern whatsoever. They'll let us beat most of what we encounter, given how strong the rats are. But I will need to be a little careful with how I use them, or we might end up in a situation with that champion that we defeated this episode, where suddenly I'm in great danger, because First Strike will be annoying to deal with if I use the wrong rats to start the fight, and I'm not able to have them survive that First Strike hit. And as for Life, yeah, Life is definitely trying to keep everyone alive, and he's doing better at it. Again, now that my cavalry, that the horseman is level 8, I'm able to keep him alive a bit better. It's always, man, it's so awkward for me to keep people alive at lower levels because of how fragile these units are. And as you noticed, I tend to be overcautious with some of my units as well. I called them models, didn't I? I know I did. I did. I used to name my individual models for the War Machine game I played, so the people I would play against would actually be able to point to any one of my models and know what its name was after a while, because I kept them. They all had a backstory, and none of them lived. But it was I don't know, that was kind of funny, or dumb. But I like coming up with that stuff anyway. I like making lore and backgrounds for all my units. Anyway, let's get back to this. So yeah, there were a lot of bandits in this episode, and we're going to be fighting more of them in the next one, because right away, Life is going to be going over here to the Hedge Wizard's Oaks. That's a great name, by the way, to take on these Brigand Outlaws. He should be able to decimate this group. Even though they'll be in the woods, we'll be starting in the hills, and I don't think we're really going to have any trouble here. After that, though, we'll need to figure out what we're doing. We might come back over here and then battle the Lizardmen and the Battle Mages, so we can level Life to level 17. What else do we have? Oh, the explanation for my army. Yes. You know, I never noticed that the Medusa aren't wearing shirts. I didn't notice that. It's okay. It's heavily pixelated, so no one can really tell. And you're probably too worried about being poisoned by them and killed by them to care about what's being shown on screen. It strikes me, though, that Gavian's army is more like a circus, right? We have halflings. We have horsemen in it. We've got various monsters in the army. Look, we got a guy riding a pig. This is amazing. We have a large variety of different types of creatures. And when Gavian gets back home, once we can cast another demon, we'll put a demon in his army to continue to grow his army with all the crazy creatures that he's going to end up having in it. I do really wish I had built the nature school, since we have been very lucky with the amount of creature eggs we've been getting. It would have been really handy for him to have that. Alas, we did not build it, so I went with demon summoning, not nature summoning, for this shard. Alexander says, "Hey Tim, hey Alexander. I've never seen Mass Bless in my campaign, and I'm jealous. Have fun winning the shard, I guess. It's a shame that you spent Rat Swarm spell on Urzanar before you got Mass Bless, so you cannot continue the Rat Swarm's lineage." Well, we could Urzanar will likely gain additional slots for tier 3, but I want to spread the power around a little bit, as it were. Urzanar's summon spells and the amount of summoning he has will really help contribute to the strength of obviously his summon spells. And he won't really need Mass Bless since we have something like Rat Swarm. If we get super lucky and get something like a Summon Phoenix, for example, as a tier 4 spell, his army is going to be unstoppable, even without Mass Bless. For Gavian, though, his army is a bunch of tier 1 and tier 2 units, so Mass Bless will be put to great use for him, especially because as a commander first, he's likely to get most of these slots filled up as he levels up now. And will be guaranteed, I think, to get at least one tier 3 as a priest. I think probably 2. So he'll be able to put that to good use. And Life doesn't really need it, and can't really take advantage of it so much because he won't get any plus spell power, him being a ringleader and all. And there's no way I'm waiting for Bronn to become a Dark Knight. That will just take too long, so. I'll never forget Daros, the Rat Eater, smiting forces of evil with a rat tail wiggling out of his mouth. Must be terrifying. I mean, like, ogres and trolls, I think in some campaign settings, will eat things as they kill them, right? I think, wasn't that, that was like some sort of special passive ability, right? In the Warhammer fantasy games, it's called like snacking, right? Or something like that, where like ogres or trolls would eat things as they killed them, and they would heal hit points, I think, as they did so. I think that was the way that worked, if I'm remembering correctly, although I never played Warhammer Fantasy, the miniature game, so I couldn't tell you for sure. But it wouldn't be the first time that a game has such. Oh, yeah, right, and even this game, for example, right? Like, our rats have necrophage and can eat corpses. Ghouls can eat corpses. It's just, it's so weird that our holy paladin, Daros, was doing the same thing. Alexander continues with, I've caved in under the AI pressure and toned down the difficulty, or I guess I raised the difficulty for an AI, in the camp diff var file by 1 point, and it worked like a charm. Right, yes, you can adjust those levels a bit there. I was thinking about tweaking them if we do encounter the hyper-leveling AI here, but so far we haven't encountered it, so we haven't had to talk about possible fixes for it. You still say, Alexander continues with, AI still packs a punch with high-level heroes, but has issues breezing through far provinces, which is totally fine by me. Yeah, yep, that's okay. Like, if I was to meet an AI hero on turn 74, and they have, like, a level 21 hero, oh, that's, okay, that's acceptable. Like, that, it'd be fantastic for the AI to do that so quickly, but it's believable. And I'm fine with that. And especially because I know that they're generally, well, I don't know, but my belief would be that the equipment probably isn't so great, so they're not going to be able to take on sort of provinces like what we have seen. Like this place with the Harpies and Manticores would decimate an AI army. Or would give them pause to see if they wanted to punch through it. Probably would wait for some time before they do so. As long as you have time to try to equalize the power, I don't mind if the AI cheats a little bit, but man, it's really rough when the AI can reach level 30 in 30 turns with all upgraded units, because they can take on provinces that you have no prayer of taking, and it throws the whole balance of the shard out of whack. I'm going on a tangent again about this. Let's put that to the side. Alexander continues with, unit upgrades are almost always worth it if you can keep the unit alive long enough to get the upgrade, and then you'll have no problems to get them even more powerful by leveling up even further. On my last shard, I had a thug that lived long enough to become a bodyguard. Named him Bonker, because with terrain knowledge, metal, and crushing blow, with haste, he could smash almost any tier 2 unit in a single hit and on the first turn. Nice. Nice. How we survived that long with that kind of tactic, may you ask? Well, Warlord gets a little bit unbalanced when you get your hands on Herc Skill's Banner. With it, you pretty much press F10 in every battle and get no losses whatsoever. Fun legendary item. I don't think I've seen it, or if I have, Alexander, I don't remember what that does. Is that something that adds a lot of defense to your units? I'm guessing it adds defensive regeneration or something of that sort. I've only held a few legendary items so far, I think, in our campaign. Right? Those are purple or pink items, I think? Or are they red? They're red items, I think, is what they are, right? Or those artifacts. I can't remember now. But I have held a few very powerful items in my multiplayer games, but that was many years ago. I don't have any ongoing multiplayer game where I have a high-level heroes around any longer. But it sounds like fun. I'm glad you're having fun again with the game, Alexander. Finally, Alexander finishes with, "You've got enough good luck already, so I'll have it for myself this time. Have fun. Nice. I hope you have lots of luck in your continuing to decimate the AI, Alexander." Vitu Heiskanen. Hey, Vitu. Says, "Really nice spells from those battle drops. Unfortunate that the current build is so unstable." Yeah, it sucks that it crashes. Now that I know the trick that Dennis has taught me, at least I don't have to worry about reversions as often anymore. Whenever I get something really good or I win a very difficult battle, I'm immediately going to quit to the screen, the main menu. This way, if the game does crash, I don't have the revert penalty, and I probably will hold on. I'll get to hold on to the item that I held. Losing that slug egg was really annoying, for example. I really wanted a second slug in Gavion's army, so that kind of sucked. But, well, what am I going to do? It's nothing. Can't do anything about it. Dennis Mayak says, "I may have misunderstood you, but Eador Genesis has an English localization on its own without New Horizons." Yes, I'm sorry, Dennis, and others who may have thought otherwise. Eador Genesis, the vanilla version, does come with an English localization. Everything's translated, and it's one of the reasons why I was interested in the game, because I liked reading the lore. Czar talks to you in English, or the units, and there's all sorts of explanations for all the spells and abilities. I'm really grateful that the people who worked on New Horizons, they added all this content in it, like the Dark Elves, the Ratmen, and they added quests, a ton of new equipment, they added new skills and spells, and they did also translate all of what they did to English as well. I suppose that's really what I wanted to say, because New Horizons is released for free. I paid for the vanilla Eador Genesis. And so I thought that was a really nice gesture that they did that, so people like me could enjoy and play this game in English. I would really struggle with the game if it wasn't for the English translation, because I wouldn't be able to understand what did what without a lot of time trying to convert it, and I probably would have passed on Eador Genesis, New Horizons, if they didn't do the translation. So I'm again very grateful for them doing that. Dennis continues with, "When you upgrade a unit, you gain a unit with better base stats, which will be stronger in the future, even if it becomes somewhat weaker for a while. I think that not upgrading a unit is only viable if you expect a hard battle soon, or when an upgrade will change its role." Oh, okay. I misunderstood you, Dennis. When you mentioned that it gets replaced with a normal unit, I began to think that, and maybe it still is the case, that, as you mentioned, initially this puts it on the back foot, because I have effectively, I'm going to use air quotes here, wasted level ups on that unit, right? Because when we level up Nameless, where are you, Nameless? Which we can't do yet, right? He's level 16, level 16. So when we level him up to a veteran spearman, we're going to lose the 2 levels we put into morale. They go away. So I've effectively didn't take those. But some of his other stats will be increased. He'll gain the Crippling Strike ability, for example, and he'll gain more experience faster, as he's now a level 1 or like a level 0 veteran spearman. So he'll be leveling up quicker, because you need less experience to level up. So we can recover the picks that we chose earlier, and I don't really view them as wasted. Having the additional morale is helpful early on. It gives Nameless extra attack, I think, and counterattack when we start a battle, and ensures that he doesn't run off the battlefield if things are going really, really bad very quickly, especially in the early game. So, while it's not wasted, I was a bit hesitant to level my units, but I think you all have convinced me to just do it, and just get used to doing it, because they will be stronger overall. Dennis continues with, for example, according to Eadorpedia, Crossbowmen will have a range upgrade available, upping its range to 5, while its upgraded version won't, and instead gain more damage and siege mode. If that crossbowman is used to snipe out mages, then it's better to keep more range than gain additional damage, although arguably crossbowmen are not fit for sniping from long distance in the first place. Right, so, for example, if a slinger could get +1 range, he might lose it when you upgrade him to a veteran slinger. And there might be some upgrades that you just lose permanently when you upgrade the unit to their veteran version of it. I think it's the sniper that you're talking about, I believe, Dennis, right? Yes, yep, they get promoted to a sniper. I don't think I've ever actually had a sniper in my armies, with the exception of the guard's guard. Again, my units don't tend to live that long. It would be neat, though, if we could get one of them to it to see exactly what the differences are. But you just told me. It's more damage at the cost of possibly less range. What else is there? Oh, and that's it. All right, Dennis, thank you for that comment. What else do we have? Bruno says, am I a bad person if I sort of wished for the game to crash after you getting mass bless? Nah, nonsense. You're not a bad person. So it's always more entertaining, is that the proper word? I think it's a much more entertaining Let's Play when I'm not steamrolling my enemies, and it's fun to struggle on a shard. And I especially like some of these battles I've done where I was able to make an amazing comeback, despite being like behind the enemy. That one shard where Vianetta had like 3 level 30s and had almost all the shard conquered, but she was so distracted with Beleth or someone that I was able to siege her capital and win before she was able to get back there, for example, was amazing. That was a lot of fun. On that same note, though, there are some times when I do like having, I do like steamrolling my opponent, but I do think overall it is better to, it's a better Let's Play altogether if the power is on an equal footing for you versus the AI throughout most of it, if it could be. And you're not a bad person. I would have howled, but I would have kept it obviously in the recording, so you guys would have seen me lose Mass Bless. Oh man, I've been spitting fire for a little bit. Bruno finishes with, "I love your rambles and your Timisms, as your friends say. I think it's part of the reason why I like your content." Laugh out loud. Oh, well, thank you, Bruno. I have been unable to fix my Timisms throughout the years, so I am going to be stuck with them going forward. Hopefully, it's not too annoying. All right, guys, and that's all the comments I got at this moment. I will make one pass over this video tomorrow morning, and then this will go up in time for Sunday. So I hope to see you guys then. All right, take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Actually, I'll be back if I got more comments. All right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap up the comments. I've only got, I think, 3 more from Meji Tats as responses to comments that we were having on that video. So Meji Tats responds back to me laughing about the Timisms with Bruno and says, "I don't know why, but it cracks me up every time you call animated bundles of cat bones hernias or narnars." I think I called them actually, do I call them narnas? I call them narnas, but I love narnars. If I have called them narnars in the past, I am from now on going to call them that. It's an amazing name for them. They're so adorable. How they run around and it make you so afraid of them. To be fair, no one understands cats anyway, so you probably don't understand undead cats even less, which makes them even more frightening. I suppose that's the way that works. Vegetats also was talking about Mass Bless with Alexander and I, and mentioned that fun Mass Bless secret I discovered on a shard or 2 ago. If you keep a monk alive long enough, you can upgrade them manually with the arrow button, and they become the red bonk Inquisition dudes. Oh, those are the, smiting hands. Interesting. Spoiler. But if you don't upgrade them manually, they eventually get offered the chance to become the white-robed guys with the hands and their hood over their eyes who get Mass Blast as a level up. Oh, what are those called? I forget what they're called now. I know exactly the unit you're talking about, though. But I can't think of their name. That's pretty interesting. That's actually good to know that they get a second, it's not really a second upgrade, but if you don't manually do it, they could be offered a different type of upgrade tree. Not as good as a Hero Mass Bless, lower spell power and concentration, but still pretty sweet. Yeah, that sounds amazing. Thank you for that information, Mejitats. We'll have to keep that in mind when we level up monks in the future. I now want to get monks so we can try that some more. I'll be very happy to have sided with the lawful races. Well, sorry, with lawful races, that's one way of phrasing that. I'll be glad to have played a lawful or a good Astro Master if we can really benefit from Mass Bless. It probably takes a while, though, to level them up, right? Monks? How long does it take to level up monks? Let's see. If I go here... Ooh, 17 levels. Probably won't be happening for me until I reach, like, big shards. And even then, some of those battles are going to be really difficult on big shards. And then the final one was Mechitats, who mentioned that he thinks the instability might be because of the recording software. I'm playing on Linux with Wine. I'm pretty sure the game has never crashed either in this version or previous. So I have had the game crash on me even without recording it. So I do know it's possible, but it seems to be more frequent when I am recording the game. It probably is contributing to the crashes. Whatever causes the occasional crash happens a little bit more with the recording software. Now, it doesn't happen very often. I think I've only had it crash like twice when I haven't been recording, recently at least. But it's happened, I think, 3 to 5 times since I've been recording. So it's that's a bit annoying. And that's now all the comments I got in the video, everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and edit all of this and get it uploaded to the channel.